Now this is interesting to me because I used to listen to Michael Savage for entertainment purposes only. Okay? 9 o'clock at night, I'm riding home, got an hour drive, to the crib, and I used to hear Michael Savage, and I used to hate this nigga, man, but I just, you just can't help it, you just tend to listen to people that you just can't stand because you just want to hear what else they got to say because you just can't stand it, okay? But he used to just go off on everything. Now, he used to go off on Bush, but he used to go off on people about conspiracy theory, about 9/11 and such. He used to hate, dude, he used to go off. Now, I heard yesterday Michael Savage, I don't know when he said it, it must have been recently, I heard Michael Savage say he sees Obama being instrumental in planning a terrorist attack on the U.S. Okay? Just like the Reichstag fire. Like Hitler did. Now, you got to understand, this is a guy who used to be against all of this. Okay? Anybody that thought like this, the same way. And for him to come out and say something like this, it's like Bill O'Reilly or Sean Hannity saying, yo, Obama might plan his own terrorist attack for us to get behind him so he can orchestrate his war against his political enemies. Like, that's crazy because they are on 9/11 truthers day and night of how ridiculous they are. And that's how Michael Savage was. And now Michael Savage is saying, see, because this is the thing. And this is what I always knew. I knew this shit would happen too. I knew that the way that people were so against a black person being president of the United States of America, that I knew that Obama would do basically the same thing that Bush did. It's just, he's just a puppet on a string. Okay? But obviously, there's going to be a side of me. It's like, yo, I am proud that there's a black, president, whatever. But still, I know in the forefront, I know what time it is. Now, I knew that all these racist people would turn against him. I knew that. I knew they would turn against him. But because they turn against him, they're actually jumping on board with the people who really don't trust government. See, because everybody was backing Bush. If you were a Republican, you were backing Bush and all that stuff. But now that Obama's doing the exact same things, now they're actually shifting over to our side a little bit. People who just don't, who don't trust government fully. So, I knew that Barack Obama would be a good tool for that. So now all the people who were naysayers about conspiracy theories or how you're crazy, you should trust government or whatever, now Barack Obama's doing the exact same thing as Bush is doing. Like when it comes to wireless phone taps and trying to get rid of guns, stuff like that. Now those same people who were speaking against people, those talking heads are coming over to the other side. Because now there's a black person in office and they disagree with them. Now obviously there's some that, they just don't want, like Democrats. It has nothing to do with the color of his skin. They just don't like Democrats, so now they're speaking against the Democratic Party. But the point is that since now they see that, he's the same thing, there really is no side. Republicans and Democrats is all the same. It's like, what's his face said? Most Def. He said you got Autobot, Decepticon. It's your choice. It doesn't matter. Left, right, up, down. It's the same. So when I heard Michael Savage say this, I said, yo, this shit is crazy. Because now this tells me, and I think it happened after he got put on the UK's terror list or something like that, like, where he couldn't, I guess he couldn't go to the UK. He had issues where he started feeling the heat. Motherfuckers that he used to talk about, who was going through certain things, and he was like, oh yeah, that's crazy, you're supposed to love your country, be a patriot. Now, he's in that same boat, where he's being treated wrongfully. And now, it's caught, see that's the thing, unless you get hit smack dab in the face with it, you aren't going to really come out against it. It's like people in the economy and shit. Before they was dead broke, it was like, okay, everything's hunky-dory. But when you get hit in the face with it, and you up to debt, up to your eyeballs, and you don't have a job, then you start thinking, oh shit, man, this beast system is fucking for real. Then you start speaking out against it. And then niggas be like, yo, what happened to that nigga? That nigga's crazy now. It's like, no, man, that nigga ain't crazy now. It's just that shit finally hit him in the face hard as hell. And now he is pissed. Okay? So all I'm saying is, Michael Savage has now switched gears, and he is saying that Obama will more than likely, well, actually he's saying he believes that Obama will plan his own terrorist attack to, you know, to gain more power because his approval rating is slipping. Now I'm saying I don't know if that's anything that's going to be soon, but obviously we know what governments do, and I'm not sure even if Obama would actually be the one to say pull the plug, but obviously there's people around him, people are compartmentalized, they can make things happen.